What is up, everyone? My name is Zach Dixon, and you are listening to the Big Chillin podcast. Hope you're having a great 2026 so far. I got a very special episode in store for you today. Our guest today is an independent musician who blends a mix of underground and alternative sounds, creating a dark, emotional, and textured style. While he currently resides in Nashville, Tennessee, he is from Hartsville, South Carolina, which makes it fitting that he comes on Hartsville's #1 podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Grimzlee.
What's up, man? I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming on. I know we were just talking about it before we got started. This is a long time coming.
It really is. I mean, you got to do a podcast, I don't know how many years ago, with Clayton and Christopher and April, which I do that as well. And I wasn't able to be there because I was in Nashville and couldn't make it. But man, I would have loved to have been there. But I'm glad I'm making it up this time and got my
I
own
know,
thing
man.
going.
I know. If anything, it's even better because now not only will our episode be audio, but it'll also be available on YouTube for people to see our
Absolutely.
beautiful faces.
I'm happy to be here, man. This is
But
exciting.
believe it or not, that episode with Clayton and Topher, shout out to them if they're listening, that was 5 years ago, if you can believe it.
Five. Oh my God.
5 years ago. This February, it will be 5 years. I was just thinking about that today because I know me and you were doing our episode. It'll be 5 years this come February, which is really wild.
That is very wild. Time has flown the hell by, dude.
I know, man. I know. Another thing I wanted to ask you, since you kind of brought it up, you have been in Nashville for a while now. It's been 5 years.
Yep. I literally I was about to move to Nashville 5 years ago. That was a weird period of time right there where I was about to, but I wasn't. If that was 2020, then that was before I moved. So I don't know why I wasn't there then. To be fair. But no, in April will officially be 5 years. Now we were scouting it out, about to make the move a little before that, but it didn't never happen. So anyway, I'm here now.
Yeah, man.
It's coming up on 5 years for me.
That's actually
I
a very
guess I
long
lied
time.
there.
No.
Time's crazy.
Dude, it's crazy, right? But no, that's actually one of the things I wanted to ask you. What inspired you to make the move to Nashville? It sounds terrifying to move from another state. Especially when you're chasing your dreams. But I mean, what catapulted you to make that move?
You know what? It was actually a pretty easy decision for me. Whenever I was in college, I was very good friends. I am very good friends with Zeb Sowell, and who's also in Atrial, and then Blake Avery, who I went to college with, and he was a good friend of mine. And the whole time or not the whole time, but towards the end of college, we were all talking about what we wanted to do, and the idea of going to Nashville kept coming up. Our professor had some connections around here, which, it was just nice to know that maybe somebody around here could have our back. It's Music City. We all went to school for music industry. I went for specifically the business side. And
It was Francis Marion, right?
Yep, I went to Francis Marion.
Hey, shout out to the Patriots.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to the Patriots. And so we graduated, and we were supposed to move March of 2020. And we all know what happened in March of 2020.
Yes, we do.
And it pushed everything back an entire year. I was kind of stuck. I had gotten this little, pretty good paying for the time job working for a cotton gin, just weighing trailers and stuff like that. And I was
wow.
all right, well, the job was supposed to end in March. And then I was like, perfect, this ends, and I go to Nashville. And, of course, that didn't happen. Thankfully, they found another way for me to work there and do real blue-collar, tough shit for a year. That sucked. That really sucked.
It sounds like it would suck.
It really did. It wasn't fun. I was wanting to be in the music industry and do all this business stuff, and here I am just, dealing with cotton bales all day. And but, hey, you got to do what you got to do to get around. And nobody knew what was going to happen. No, I mean, we didn't know if we were going to be still here in 2026 in lockdown, nobody leaving their house at the time. It seemed a lot more serious then. And so basically it was a waiting game. And then thankfully things started lifting and the time kind of came. And I still wanted to move here. And Zeb and Blake did as well. And we made the decision. It was
That's
a
awesome.
little tough, but we got it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to ask you, right? So when obviously, like you mentioned earlier in the podcast, I had Clayton and Topher. And when I've known you, I just known you as William Sansbury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then which I'm sure we'll get into all this later. But then I saw that you changed your name to Grimzlee, and you kind of became more of a solo artist. So I was curious, where did you get the name Grimzlee from?
Man, people ask me that all the time. And it's, you know what? The story isn't super exciting. My middle name is Lee, and my favorite show growing up was Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Classic.
I thought that Grimly and stuff was kind of sounded cool, but also another thing that inspired it is whenever I was in college, I got a I got like a shit. My brain's already blanking. Whenever somebody gives you a little bit of money for college, basically this I was given some money by this lady named Miss Grimzlee. Grimsley. She was this older 90-something-year-old lady who basically took whoever in the music industry that was recommended, that went through their freshman year, had like the highest grades, and was recommended by the professors. She would help out with their college tuition. And well, you know what? That was another big one, and she always got stuck with me, and that name stuck with me, and really, it was just a match of multiple things here. I don't know if I've ever spoken about that on podcast, but definitely like my middle name played into it, and like it just felt like a match made in heaven of all these different ideas culminating into like, this is gonna be me. This is gonna be what I do. Man. It was a pretty unique name. I mean, nobody else had it, so that's what I used.
Nah, man, it definitely stands out, and I love. It sounds cool. It's pretty fun to say. And then I love your logo, too. Your logo is really awesome as well.
I got a guy from Fiverr to make it for me a long time ago.
Well, shout out to him, man.
Shout out to him.
I guess we can talk about it now. You were the guitarist in Atrial. Mm-hmm. And
I still am. We're still kicking.
Right. It's still a thing. Right.
Hey,
and I'm sure
we just finished a new demo for Atrial.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this breaking news on the Big Chillin podcast?
This is breaking news, and I'm telling you, it's very. If you like hardcore style metal, this is straight up that alley.
Well, man, it's only fitting that it's announced on the Big Chillin podcast. You know what I mean?
I agree. But Atrial's coming back this year.
Awesome.
This year.
Awesome. I know people can't wait, man. I'm actually excited to hear some new stuff from y'all as well. But
yeah.
You know what? But I guess going back to the solo career you have going on right now, what made you take that step?
Oh, dude, it was actually very simple. I was writing a bunch of stuff, and there were like 3 or 4 demos that I never used for Grimzlee, but I showed the guys, and I was like, "Would y'all be willing to use this, or maybe go this route for some Atrial stuff?" And they were like, "Listen, this is cool, but this isn't really us, and you should do your own thing with it." And I was like, I like that. I'm not a singer. I hate singing, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I just kind of nutted up and just shot for the fences, or the stars, really. And it just kind of it's done all right so far. I'm still learning, but, man, I'm glad that they encouraged me to do that.
Yeah, man, I'd say it's done better than just all right, my man. I mean, what you've been able to build up by yourself is like remarkable and really cool to see.
I know.
On top of that,
my debut album I've got to say it. My debut album on Spotify alone just crossed 14 million streams. So hey, that's just on Spotify. I don't know about the rest of it. So I'm doing. I did all right with that one first album.
I know, man, and that's really interesting too. Because for you to be the guitarist and for you to say that you don't like singing, you actually have a really good singing voice, man. So like,
I appreciate it.
that's that's crazy to be like go from just playing guitar and now you're actually like doing some vocal work a lot.
I'm trying, man. A lot of it is just me doing the best I can and being decent at like vocal production in terms of like just making myself sound way better than I am. Like a lot of cleanup. But I mean, that's okay. That's part of the game, and it's part of my genre as well. I'm in a very forgiving style of music. Like it's not gonna be super polished and clean, and you can get away with being a little bit kind of grungy, for lack of better words. Um, I think it's cool. The metal side of things, though, is very, very, very polished. Like with Atrial, whenever we come back, it's probably going to be a little bit more high quality than what we did before. Um, but that's just the name of the game. You kind of learn what works best for you.
Right, right.
And yeah,
And that's another thing I wanted to ask you. I know songwriting for you is very important. Um,
yeah.
like you just brought up, you write a lot of songs. So whenever you write a song like Miss Reaper or Mistakes or Take It Off, like where are you at? Like how long? What's the process like? Does it take you a long time to write those songs? And where are you at emotionally whenever you do write them?
You know, the every single song is different. Like my favorite song to this day that I've written, other than some of the new ones I've worked on, uh, my favorite song is Mistakes. And that one, from beginning to end, from the first pluck of the guitar to the final master, took roughly 3 hours because I was just locked in. Everything just flowed. I knew what I wanted to do, and like everything was just like coming off the top of my head, like just nailing it. All the lyrics came out. And then there's other songs like, I don't know, I think about my song Smile. For some reason, I was working on the instrumental for that one, and the lyrics and everything took me like 6 months to figure out anything for, and sometimes just nothing comes to me. Um, and I will say this: it's like every song has its time and its place. Uh, Lyrics for me are the hardest part. Sometimes the words I say, I just say, forget it. I don't care if it makes complete sense. I just want to catch a vibe. I want to catch a feeling, And usually for me, I'll sit there and I'll mumble into the mic, humming melodies over my instrumental. And then whatever melody kind of sticks, I kind of start mumbling words to it. And usually like one line will come out whenever I'm making these lyrics or making these melodies, and I just base the whole song off of this one little this one little line that comes out from the lyrics, and I'm like, okay, so these lyrics are kind of interesting, and it fits the melody right, so I'm going to build a whole story around the rest of the lyrics around whatever it is I just said in that one sentence, and that's been kind of my go-to for a while, and it's done okay. It's
Yeah,
done
man.
okay.
That's actually really cool. I will say one of the I like all your songs, but the one I like the most, I don't know. Try to guess which one I like the most from you.
Which
I know you
one
got a
do I
lot of
like the
songs.
most? I do. I have two. I have a lot of songs. I still want to put out a lot more. But you know what? I'm gonna say Demons Pray. I don't
You
know.
know,
Which
hey,
one is it?
that's a banger as well. But honestly, man, it's Dancing Skeletons. I like that one.
Really?
I like
Yeah.
that one a
That
lot.
that one was so much fun to make. It was so
Yeah,
goofy.
I like the music video
Um.
you created too.
Yeah. Literally, I just like took like me and my girlfriend Sabrina. I just took my camera and I was like, let's do this. I don't care what we do tonight, but I'm making a music video. So I made the
Man,
cheapest, quickest music video of us just around where we live and in my apartment, just making this music video. We both painted up as skeletons, and we had fun with it. Making the song was very fun. I had actually written that instrumental like months and months and months earlier, and in fact, that wasn't supposed to be the final mix. because that was just a demo instrumental, and it had to be the last one because the project got corrupted. And I was like, oh shit! So basically, everything that I did was layered on top of it. The lyrics flowed like, I don't know, they're smooth as butter,
I love
man.
the
And it
vibe
was,
of it, bro. Like just when you hit play
yeah.
on it, like it's such a great like vibe, and you really
I
listen to it
wanted to
all
do
year
like
round.
yeah, it was kind of like a, I don't know. I just wanted to catch a song that you could see skeletons dancing in the graveyard to. That's all it is, man. Like it's a goth song that can make you move. You know?
Yeah, man. It also feels kind of like a love song too at the same time.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
it
mean?
is without a doubt. Which hey, there's a lot of it's why not? You know?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
It's a fun song. I like
Creepy love
listening
song.
to it. It's definitely in the Halloween playlist for sure.
I appreciate that. I think the favorite thing, or my most favorite part of that song isn't the lyrics or anything else. It's whenever I found the synth melody uh, that goes after the little break. It was da na 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 da na na na. It was just it felt so good and sounded so cool with it. I'm like, okay, well this is a vibe now. I've got to put this out.
Oh
And
yeah,
that was that. I know it sounds stupid, but that was my favorite part of making that song was finding that synth patch to play over it, and it was just like, oh my god, this it just hits. It was just ringing to my ears in a way that I hadn't had in a while.
yeah. I also love in the music video like the dancing skeletons you were able to incorporate in there, like a little
Yeah,
cartoon. I
yeah.
love that. But
Oh man,
it also
you went
I'd
crazy
be
with it.
I know it was awesome, and I'd be amiss not to ask. I see is that a gothic Gibby in the back right there? Is
This right
that
here,
is it?
okay. So this is a great story. This isn't a gothic Gibby, but Sabrina made this for me a few years ago, and at the time, I was just kind of like uh, talking to her a little bit, being flirty. We weren't a thing or anything like that. And she said that yeah, she had started making dolls, and I was like, well, funny thing about that, I actually had this design for a doll. Would you mind making it? And I got her to make it for me, and that was the first technical Gothic Gibby, and now
Really?
that is now she runs her own business, and I help her as much as I can. I'm more of the I help with the shipping side of things. I'm no good at making these dolls and whatnot. I tell her that looks cool, and that's about all input I have.
Yeah, man, those things are very cool. I noticed them a lot in your music videos, and then I noticed it on social media, and I was like, that's such like a brilliant idea. You know what I mean? And then the name is
Yeah,
also fun, Gothic Gibbies. Like, what?
yeah, yeah. I came up with that name, and I'm gonna
Really?
take credit for it all day long. Yes, she was like, "We just need like a fun name," and I was like, "I like stuff with like two words." She wanted, she kept saying, or we both agreed we wanted it to be like cute, kind of gothic dolls, and I was like, I want it to be like, you know, a, having an alliteration or something like that, and I was in. Gothic Gibbies came to mind. I thought about like Gibby from iCarly, and it made me laugh. And it was just like Gothic Gibby, and it was just like perfect. We were rolling with that, and we we bought the domain, and off she wrote.
Yeah, man,
I
those things are awesome, and I have no doubt.
appreciate it.
Just like with the music,
We're
those
trying.
things are gonna take off.
Oh, it's fun to do. She has a lot of good. She has a lot of good months. December was pretty great, and people buying a lot of Christmas presents and whatnot. So it's good. She puts a lot of work into it. I really cannot take all that much credit. I have it there to kind of help. I'm a silent kind of co-owner. I'm a damn
Investor,
investor.
investor.
I have bought yeah. I have bought so much stuff to help her get this thing off the ground,
I mean, I
But
could
I do it
imagine.
anytime.
I could imagine it takes a lot of material just for one doll. You know?
Hey, it kind of does, But you know what? I'll pay all the money it takes as long as she enjoys doing it. She wants to do it. She's doing all right with it. I'm happy to pay it. But she doesn't need my help anymore. The thing's rocking and rolling by itself.
Yeah,
Doesn't
man.
need my help anymore.
Yeah. Well, that will also be in the link below of the pod. with Grimzlee's music and also a link to go check out Gothic Gibbies.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, man. And then another thing I wanted to ask you, especially on the music side, how cool is it to see your song in so many reels on TikTok and Instagram?
It's weird, but it's cool. It's cool because whenever you, I mean, it has its ups and downs. I mean, but for the most part, I think it's very cool that people like there was a trend that started with it. There was also so many different communities that latched on to making stuff for it. There were three huge communities for it: the car community, the truck community, well, and street bike community, and the bodybuilding community. Those back in Miss Reaper's heyday, those were the style of influencers or users that were using that song over and over and over. And what really boosted it beyond belief is some professional or some pro cap cut person made my song into a cap cut that was easy for people to make their own edits to, because everybody uses cap cuts to make their own videos.
Right.
And it went from like 5,000 to like 15,000 in the matter of like a couple months, a month or two. It's pretty crazy. It got a lot of new listeners at the time.
Yeah, man, I'd say so. I mean, especially, on Spotify, right? You get like almost 8 million plays on Miss Reaper. Like that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, and well, the truth of the matter is like that is not even close to being my favorite. That was the second song I ever like put out that was an original song, and I was not expecting that to happen. I had figured out how to market my first song, "Breaking Me," pretty well, and I remember freaking out because in the first 2 months I got it to 10,000 plays, and then I was like, all right, well, time to do this again, and then I didn't come out. I came out with "Breaking Me" in like on my birthday in April, and then finally I came out with Miss Reaper in that July, and it didn't do like huge numbers until January of 2023, and then that's whenever it was like to the moon. I cannot sit here and for the life of me like figure out how, other than at the time I figured out how to play into what the trends were with TikTok with memes and shit. And I mean, which in hindsight, that's not the way to do it as an artist, but we live and we learn. It worked for me at the time though. It's not going to work for people now. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's crazy is I feel like I always discover a lot of new artists on TikTok. Like, I don't know what it is. It could be random. Like, they're just pop up on my algorithm. And I'm like, oh, that song actually sounds really cool. Then I go check them out. Maybe I give them a follow, But it feels like, yeah, I'm not a musical artist. But I feel like I do discover a lot of music on TikTok,
That's the goal. That's the main way, or I would say that is the close to the only way to market yourself these days properly. Before that, it was, get me onto this Spotify playlist and all this stupid stuff. And, man, I'm glad those days are gone because so many people were like, okay, yeah, I'll get you on this playlist if you pay me $30 and all this dumb stuff. And
Dang.
it was a really big money play on Spotify back then. But whenever Atrio was starting off, that's what it was. It was that style. But, man, I think God that TikTok's the way to go. And I mean, if you think before that, it was like you've got to like get on the radio and you've got to get your CDs out there. And dude, I mean, people were having to walk around like on the street outside of venues whenever bands were playing. Like, hey, if you like this, you're gonna love my CD. Here's a free copy. Here's a free copy. And then most people would throw it in the trash, and you would just hope that somebody would listen. Like, this is, I mean, a lot of people make fools of themselves on TikTok, but I'd rather make a fool of myself online than in person.
Yeah, that's true. Right?
I mean, I don't really want to make a fool of myself either way, but I mean, if you
had to choose, I guess.
if you had to choose the better of two evils, I mean, man, Online feels like the way to go. Now I don't try to make myself look stupid online. I try to have like a some sort of cohesive kind of aesthetic.
Yeah,
But
man. That's one thing I will say about you too. Like Atro stands out. Grimzlee by himself stands out. And I feel like I like the way I like your makeup or the way you paint your face. I think that's awesome,
I
dope. I think that's really
appreciate it.
dope. But also like you stand out. And I feel like in the year of 2026, that's hard to do. Um, so any way you can stand out, get someone's attention, uh, that's the way to go about it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'm really thankful that I was able to figure out something kind of cool. Now it's ever changing, like changing. I mean, I'm probably not gonna stick with the face paint that much longer at all. I'm probably gonna move back to just doing like my regular face with some paint here and there, doing whatever I want. But it's an evolution. Whatever I'm feeling at the time, as long as it kind of feels like it fits within the realm of something that I could do. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to change it up and all of a sudden be a completely different style or aesthetic. And my main colors are red, white, and black. So I gotta keep it within those
Hey man,
colors.
that's Hartsville Red Fox colors, man.
Absolutely, it is, man. It definitely is.
But and then like another thing, you know, whenever you, how can I say, whenever you like go places and you perform, uh, do you still always like, do you think of doing the makeup, or depending where you're at, you may not do it.
I typically don't do the. I've never done the skull paint live, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Uh, the biggest reason is because it's a little bit difficult to do in the venues that I play. It's kind of a lame answer, but that's the truth. It's like you only have a few minutes to kind of get ready. You're bouncing up here and you're trying to get gear on stage. Like I don't have a team really with me outside of the guys I get to come play with me and play and you know, but I wish I had more that I could really do. And also just it feels a little bit goofy because like the crowds I play for right now aren't huge. So I just feel a little silly sometimes doing the full if I were to do the full paint, but the black neck and then the rest of the outfit's pretty put together depending on what I'm doing, and I think it works all right. So yeah, part of me is just also lazy and doesn't want to sit there and put that shit on.
Yeah.
It gets a little bit frustrating, and also it goes away super quickly. Like it runs so much, and I've tried so many different styles of or brands of makeup and different types of paint. They all run and get gross, and I'm telling you, 2 minutes into a live show, it's gonna be all just gone and running onto my neck because live shows, you're nothing but sweat while you're up there. Like those lights, I don't know what it is, man. I mean, it's the heat. That's what it is. But it will wreck you damn near immediately. And like Christopher, he does that for every single atrial show. He does um what's it called? It's just black metal makeup. And he'll get back there on that kit and just slam away and be drenched in sweat after, and his makeup's just running and pouring. And hey, he does it for the love of the game. If I were him, I would not be putting that kind of effort into all that. That's a bit much, but hey, you know what? As long as he's having fun.
Yeah, man. That's all that matters in the day, right?
Exactly.
Another thing I wanted to ask you, so for starters, I know you've seen Slipknot in concert.
I have.
You also have seen the Foo Fighters in concert.
Yes.
Dude, I'm jealous. How does it feel to live my dream? Those are two bands that I want to see live that I haven't seen.
Oh man, it's awesome. With Slipknot, I feel like I've definitely had some special experiences getting to see them, or at least the first time I saw them, which was 2012. It was their first.
Wow.
It was their first North American tour back in the United States since their bassist Paul Gray had died. in 2010. So I got to see that, and it was also Joey Jordison's last run with the band, who was their drummer at the time, who also has since passed away in 2021, I believe. But I got to see that and witness like kind of just some awesomeness. I think about that concert specifically because underneath them was Slayer, and then before them was Motorhead.
Oh wow!
And before them was a band called As I Lay Dying, the original lineup. And if you're into metalcore, you know the singer for them did some crazy shit a year later. He tried to have his wife murdered.
Oh wow!
Crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, wild, wild, wild stuff. But I got to see a wild group, and I've seen Slipknot 4 times, and every time it's been great. But I always think about that, and I still want to go see them again. And Foo Fighters was a lot of fun. Very long concert, probably the longest concert I've been to yet. But my favorite song of all time is Everlong.
Hey, there we go.
That was worth every single penny, man. That was
There
the
we go.
last song they played. They played in Columbia, yeah, and that's where I saw them. And man, I'm telling you, it was gorgeous. It was such a gorgeous song to hear live.
Yeah,
And
you saw
it was just the right moment.
Taylor Hawkins as well.
Yeah,
But-
I did. I saw Taylor
Yeah.
Hawkins. I think that was in 2017
Yeah.
whenever I saw him, and he killed it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
man.
a shame he passed away.
I know, man. Very sad, very sad. RIP to him. But for you to see Dave Grohl, Corey Taylor, I mean, those are two rock icons. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm
Hall of Famers. You know?
I love, man. I used to love going and seeing live shows. I'll go to like maybe one big show a year. Like 2025, I went and saw Seether. We're big fans of Seether in this
let's go,
household.
let's go.
And yeah,
Where'd you see them
and
at?
before that, it was an amphitheater here in Nashville, or right outside of Nashville, in a town called Franklin. And they played with, it was
Was it Daughtry?
Seether, Daughtry,
Let's go,
and
yeah.
POD, and Cami Kehoe. Great show though. Seether is a very much an original rock band. There were times where they sounded like dog shit. I'm not even gonna
Sugarcoat it?
I'm just gonna be blunt with it. I think they might have had an off night or something, but you can tell they're just a traditional rock band. They don't play to a click. They don't have backing tracks. It's just the 4 of them, or 5 of them now, up there, just rocking out as hard as they can go. And it was 4 of them. And it sounded great whenever they were on it. But there was a couple times where, like, you could tell, like, the drummer and the rest of the band came in to play in different songs.
Oh,
And I was
shoot.
Oh, no. You know?
They're like, what is this?
I was like, man. And it wasn't even like a first date of the tour. It was like 3/4 of the way through the tour. I'm like, oh, my God.
They might have been
What
burned
happened,
out.
guys?
They're kind of
They
getting
just
older,
had an
you know?
off night. They just had an off night. But to be fair, I still loved it. I loved it, man. I would go watch that again and again and again. That makes it more interesting to me to hear a band just fully, just raw, just giving it their all. You know, no guardrails,
Yeah.
no backing tracks, or no metronome in their ear to keep everything together. Just everybody's just going for it, just trying to keep up with each other's pace.
Hey, man, just give me Remedy on repeat. We'll rock out, you know?
That's what they ended the show to, Remedy. And it was great. I
And then-
loved it, man.
And then Daughtry. Are you a fan of Daughtry? Did you enjoy their set?
You know what? I'll give it to Daughtry. He's a really good performer. And his new album is very interesting. He went straight up just like hard rock meets metal, but he's still doing his traditional vocal style where it's just intricate singing, like very talented belting. I should really go and give it a real listen because I only heard what was at the show and I didn't go and listen to anything else. But he is very talented, and it's interesting to see him start leaning more in this direction because,
Yeah.
as you know, he was kind of he was what the mid-40s moms loved in 2007. You know, like that was the vibe that he gave, and now he's trying to like you know,
Oh
make
yeah.
himself
When
something new.
when you saw him, did he have the black sleeve tats yet?
He does. He
Yeah, he
looks
did.
sick. He
Yeah.
does. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So me and my girlfriend actually saw Daughtry, Stain, and Breaking Benjamin in Charlotte at the PNC,
Great
and this
lineup.
was
Okay.
like before he got like the full blackout sleeves.
Yeah.
It was before that, but it wasn't too
Yeah.
long
Oh
after that
wow.
that he got it.
Yeah. It was almost like it's not just that it's like a full blackout. It's almost like it's like kind of a cyberpunk type of deal in it, where there's like some lines and stuff every now and then that you would see. It was very cool. I liked it a lot. I mean, I wouldn't do it myself,
Yeah,
but
no,
they were cool vibe. Cool vibe.
I don't think I could pull it off, but he can.
Without a doubt, I will say this: without a doubt, they were the tightest, best sounding band there. They had their whole show. They were extremely professional, like the whole way through, top to bottom. Their sound was impeccable. Like everything you could hear was clear. You know, their stage, the lights, everything. They were on it. Uh, so yeah, it was interesting seeing the difference with everybody.
Yeah,
So
man.
good show.
Yeah. Who
It was
so like growing up, right? Who influenced you for your musical sound?
You know, it's a mix of a lot of different people. Uh, I loved Deftones. I was a big Deftones fan before this whole TikTok blow up. Okay,
Yeah.
uh, uh, Deftones, another band that I think will probably have its heyday soon with TikTok and stuff.
Oh, I
A
see it.
Perfect Circle.
I see it now, dude. I see Deftones all over TikTok now. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, no, I mean, I know Deftones are, but there's a band called A Perfect Circle that I
Oh,
think they'll probably have their heyday. Chevelle, I like them a lot.
yeah.
Of course,
They're making a TikTok run.
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, Slipknot was always my favorite band, um, and their specifically their third album, Volume 3. That's the album that had the biggest impact on me, and especially for my sound.
Before I forget.
Yep, had like Before I Forget, Duality on it, all those songs. It's a very very good album, and one of my favorite songs is Vermilion Part 2. Oh, it's a gorgeous acoustic Slipknot song. It's one of the first time they did that, and it was very very gorgeous. I love that song so much. Um, and then there's also some newer bands, like I would say, like they're not new at all. I mean, I was listening to them whenever I was 10 years old, but Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I really, really loved them. Asking Alexandria, back in their heyday, they were one of my favorite bands ever. Um, man, I could go on and on and on. I mean, even artists up that are like that were like my age, like Lil Peep and stuff, even influenced me. Like it was ever changing, man. I like a bit of everything, and I can take influence from about anything. You know, it's just about the right note that you hear that's like, man, I want to do something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Were you a Linkin Park fan growing up?
Oh yeah, That's one I should have mentioned. Linkin Park. I love their first three albums a lot.
Yeah.
Hybrid Theory. I loved Meteora a lot. I would say Meteora for me probably I played it more at the time. Uh, really good. Minutes to Midnight. I like that one a lot. I mean, Hybrid Theory is the OG. Everybody knows, but I would say that definitely Linkin Park played a big point in some of my production style, at least.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
So I got to ask, what do you think of the new Linkin Park these days?
you know what? I don't blame them for coming back and to do something like you know, get a lady on vocals and everything, change it up. It's cool. The album, I hate to say this, and it's not at all the new lead singer's fault. She did fantastic, but still, this album felt like what we've heard from Linkin Park multiple times post 2010, where it's like some of this is kind of cool, but it's not something I'm really gonna listen to over and over again. I mean, the vocals that she did sounded really, really good though, and there's some tracks on there that I did like, but I hate to say it, I haven't really revisited the album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
You know?
when it came out, the one song that stood out to me that I liked was Two Face. I like that one. from the music.
Two-Face Caught in the Middle.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That's it. I did like that song. Yep. I did
That's
like
the
that one.
one that I heard, and I was like, okay, I can get down with this. I can get down with this new Linkin Park. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I
like
should really revisit it.
yeah, I mean, like you said, dude, she's really talented. It's just when you're left to fill shoes for Chester, you're not gonna be able to fill them. I don't think anyone can.
No, there's nobody that can. No matter who they chose, there was going to be backlash. Like, there's genuinely not a single soul on earth. And it's not their fault. They had to. I don't blame them for wanting to continue. I mean, I think that they did make a good choice. Like I said, it's nothing. I don't think that there's a bit of, like, her songwriting that was the problem. I think that instrumentally, they fully didn't come through. They kind of. It's not that they underdelivered. Everybody would have been talking about that for sure. But it's just that it was safe. It was safe, you know.
Yeah,
And that's okay. That's okay.
nothing wrong with being safe.
maybe it's a hot take. I don't know, but they played it safe. I need to re-listen to it though. I mean, that's something I could come to in a week and be like, man, I was wrong. Banger album. I'm going to get the vinyl to tomorrow.
Yeah, I will say this, man. Mike Shinoda is an OG, and getting the chance to watch them perform live on YouTube recently, he looks very happy, you know? And I think that's really cool to see because, what happened with Chester is unfortunate and it's very sad. But at the same time, for a long time, Mike Shinoda didn't make music. And I know he's very passionate about it. So to see him get back out there and do what he loves to do, I think that alone, that the LP fans should support. You know what I mean?
I'm glad that they're doing it, man. It's really a shame what that Chester is gone and the way it happened. I mean, that will always be such a big bummer, and I can only imagine what they went through as a group. And I wouldn't want to make music either. That's a heartbreaking thing, but you know what? They're gonna keep at it. I would imagine we're gonna see more albums from them, and they might get better. Maybe they're shaking their rust off. To be fair, it's still a really good album. It's just not. It's just one that my ears in particular didn't feel the need to like keep rushing back to.
Very well said. Very well said. I know you've been to a lot of concerts. Is there anyone on your list that you haven't gotten around to see that you'd love to see?
Yes, there's two. The band that I want to see more than anybody on this planet. That they're getting very old, not very, but pretty old. Is Rammstein. I want to see them. Have you heard of them?
I don't think so. Maybe. What song? What song?
They're a German metal band.
Okay.
My favorite song by them, I'm gonna do a terrible job pronouncing the name of it, but "Ish to Der Way" or something.
Okay.
I can't even pronounce their titles really. America is a really good track. Man, they have some bangers. I highly recommend you look them up. They're huge everywhere, like in the world. Like outside of the United States, they're the biggest metal band on the planet.
Really?
Like, I'm telling you now, their shows are a little bit kind of, they're weird. But if you ever are looking for a fun live concert to like just sit back and watch, any Rammstein concert is amazing. Like Till Lindemann, the lead singer, is he's licensed to work with all types of fire stuff, and they're on stage just shooting fire out of guns and spraying it everywhere, and they're getting these huge angel wings that blow fire. They wear masks on stage that whenever they like start rocking out, they can spit fire out of their faces
shoot.
while they're. It's crazy, man.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so funny. My introduction to them was way back in the day. My dad put on a movie that I shouldn't have watched with him, or he shouldn't have let me watch. But it was a movie called Triple X.
Okay.
Okay. It's not that style of movie. Hold on. I gotta make sure.
Some kids today might have heard that and be like, what?
I'm just saying, it's a really, really good movie.
He's talking about Triple X.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, that's what it was called. It's like it's Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's who's the main guy. But in that movie, Rammstein is in one of the scenes where the characters are visiting this like big like mosque looking thing, but they made the inside this concert space, and it's so cool. And that's where you see their like at the time they wore the masks that shot fire, and I'm telling you, if you go and watch that, it'll get you pumped to like, you know, do something, go work out, or just go and run 5 miles, or
go conquer the world.
Yeah, go conquer the world, man.
So
Very
them,
cool stuff.
So them and who else?
This other band I was supposed to see, it's Tool.
Tool. Okay.
I really like Tool. A lot of people hate Tool. I love them. So I was supposed to see them in Charlotte in 2019 or 2020, something like that. It was 2019 because they were supposed to. Anyway, there was a festival that was the Carolina Rebellion, but that one year a new owner had bought it, and it was called the Eclipse Festival or something. And man, the worst thunderstorm I've ever seen decided to come through about 4 hours before Tool's set and destroy a stage or two, and they had to cancel. And I haven't been anywhere where they've came around since, so it's unfortunate. But one of these days I'll see them.
Man, I missed the Carolina Rebellion. Like I never went, but always wanted to go.
I went so many times, man. That's where I saw a majority of my bands that I like loved, you know. And it was very cool. Very cool. Kind of miserable because it is a festival and it's hot as all get out, and there's 50,000 people bunching up around you. There's not enough food to go around, not enough water.
When was the last Carolina Rebellion?
It had to be like 2018 or something, 2019 or 2019.
I'm going to fact check this. That's crazy. That's really insane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2019. And I actually think, no, it might have been 2018. I can't remember, man. I went to so many of them stupid things.
Yeah, I looked up something. It did not give me the answer. I'll take your word at it. It was 2018. Whatever you just said, it is true.
It started in 2011 because I went to the very first one when I was 14.
Wow.
Not great. It was kind of scary, but I had fun.
I feel like one person that was at Carolina Rebellion almost every year that I'd always see on the T-shirts was Kid Rock. I feel like Kid Rock was there almost like all the time.
Well, you know what's funny? I went probably half the years and never watched him once. So.
Yeah. That's what a lot of rock fans would say.
Not really. Yeah. You know what? Kid Rock is a little bit funny. I've seen him walking around one of the music stores here before.
Bruh.
Me and my friend
awesome.
Me and my friend Blake were just walking around. He was just walking around. He had a pack of guitar strings in his hand, like he was just chilling, just walking around, just looking at shit on the walls. And I was like, okay, all right. You know what? I'm not gonna go up and say anything to him, but
that's so cool.
Cool to know you're around, bro.
Like, well, that's Kid Rock right there, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, he is like the king of Nashville in so many ways because he has like he's so freaking rich. He has like the biggest bar in Nashville, Kid Rock's. And his property here in Nashville, he has his main house, and then he has a replica, a full-scale replica
of the White House.
White House.
Yeah.
Yep, in his backyard, but it's a party space.
Dude,
it's insane, man.
Kid Rock's insane, man. Me and my parents actually saw him in concert. I think it was back in 2021 or 2022. It was at Charlotte. He put on a pretty good show. I enjoyed it. But
well, I haven't given him a chance. Was it any? So it's pretty good.
Yeah, man. I like a lot of Kid Rock songs. Let's go. Ba with a
Maybe I'm just
ba,
an asshole.
cowboy.
Yeah.
He's got
Dude,
some bangers. He's got some
he
bangers.
does. Now, I have watched his 1999 Woodstock
Oh yeah,
concert though.
what comes out
That
looking like a
one's that
pimp?
one comes out looking like a pimp, dude. Just come out and just owns the stage
Oh
so
yeah,
well. Every band that played that day killed it. Oh my god, that's one of the most legendary
yeah.
video concerts I've ever seen.
I always think
Wow.
of like Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit when I think of Woodstock '99. Those are the two
Mm-hmm.
names that come to mind when I think of Woodstock.
Corns is worth
Yeah.
watching too.
Corn, yeah,
Corns.
yeah.
They did it at night, and I can only imagine how terrifying it was to be in that crowd at
Gosh,
night.
I couldn't imagine, especially with the
Man,
whole like crowd wave they had going on. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't think I would have survived. Like,
Oh man, dude, there's a documentary on HBO Max on it that's really good. There was some disgusting stuff out there. There was a huge meltdown after where people started setting everything on fire, tearing down the stage completely. It was a little rough, but you know what? Kind of badass for music history, in my opinion.
oh man, it is something that'll probably never be seen again. That is for sure.
We don't know. We never know, man.
That's true. That's true. Never know what the future holds. Um,
Everybody's on camera these days. People aren't willing to go completely crazy.
yeah, that's true. That is also very true. Um, what's been your favorite place to play at so far in Nashville when you've done some shows?
Man, in Nashville, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like Nashville for me hasn't been it's so funny to say this. Hasn't been like the greatest. Now I do have um, friends and stuff like that always come out, but like for the most part, like Nashville's not really the move for there's alternative people here for sure, but like it's not really like a big thing. The only alternative concerts that are really are big is if it's a big band or everybody goes to those emo nights and stuff where it's that kind of alternative scene. But no, the smaller alternative scene's not that great, and the metal scene kind of sucks. But man, I'm telling you, the best concert I've had was Atlanta, or right outside of Atlanta, and that's the move. That's
Really?
They got down with Grimzlee. And I was all for it, and I felt so cool that night. So many people came out and they knew me and they were just like, "Yeah, we're here to see you." I was like, "Oh, really? Holy
Yeah,
shit!"
yeah, man.
That was a cool feeling.
Yeah.
That was one of the first times I ever had that happen, and it was like, man, this is the coolest thing in the world.
So what I'm hearing is in 2026, Grimzlee will return to Atlanta. Is what I'm hearing.
I'm not making any promises, man. I'm what I want to do more than anything before I really get back to doing shows. I want to get another quote unquote hit on my hands that does really really well. That's whenever I'll really return. We'll say.
Okay.
I mean that's just what I want to do. That's just my thought process. Because I don't know, man. Doing shows as a solo artist can get expensive whenever you have to hire a band every time.
I could see that. Yeah.
You got to kind of negotiate with places to make sure that all costs are covered, and it gets annoying. And doing everything yourself, and I've turned down working with booking agents and stuff like that can get frustrating because the ones that are coming after me are not like the greatest ones. So you just kind of gotta put up with doing it all yourself, fully independent.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, man, for all the Grimzlee and Atrial supporters, what news can you leave them with?
Well, I can say 100% without a doubt that Atrial will return this year, hopefully within the first half of the year. We are really pushing hard. We're having meetings, we're having writing sessions. We've got some videos planned. That'll be fun. For Grimzlee stuff, I'm just gonna keep working and praying that by the end of the year, a legit album's coming out. No, not features, not working with other producers. This is an all me. Everything is just my writing, and that's it.
Well, that's awesome, my man.
That'd be
I'm
cool.
I'm looking forward to it. I know all your supporters are looking forward to it, and 2026, man. I'm already feeling like it's going to be a great year. So,
It
so
is.
sounds good, my man. Well, guys, thank you for listening to the Big Chillin' Podcast. You can follow Grimzlee down below. What's your Instagram, my man? Again, I am Grimzlee.
My Instagram is, and everything else is just I am Grimzlee, and follow me on Spotify and YouTube at just Grimzlee.
Oh yeah, well I have that down below, guys. Thank you for listening, and we're catching next time. We are out.
Big Chillin. I'm a one podcast. Hartsville, South Carolina. Hey! Hey! Wow! Woo! Where the conversations flow, you already know. Huh?